How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome to the top 10 things that you might have missed in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield trailer, which was released earlier today. Now guys, it didn't give us a ton of new information about the new games, but there are a lot of secrets and hints that I wanted to bring to light. So guys, before we get started with the top 10 countdown list, I just want to know in the comment section down below which starter you guys are leaning towards right now. Personally, I can't really decide between Scorbunny or Grookey because both of them just look so awesome, but I want to know which starter you guys are going to be choosing, so let me know in the comments section down below. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the countdown. So guys, coming in at number 10, the very first thing that you guys might have missed in the trailer actually comes from the very first frames that we get. So as you guys can see on screen right now, we see that we start our journey on Route 1. It looks like we're going to be traveling to a town which has a Pokemon Center, as well as a couple of buildings, and then to the right, we actually have a building with a purple roof that looks to be pretty big. Now, I've been talking with a couple of friends of mine, and they are all in agreement that that is probably going to be the Pokemart, as the very first town usually does not have a gym, besides Kanto, but usually doesn't have a gym, and instead they have a Pokemart, a Pokemon Center, and a couple of NPCs to help you get to know the game and learn about it a little bit. We also see a gym a little bit later on, and it does not look the same as the other one, so as of now guys, it looks like the purple roof is going to be the new normal for the Pokemart, and it looks like it's going to be really big. Maybe it's going to be as big as the department store, but as of now, we are just going to have to wait and see. Coming in at number 9, we have a picture of the girl trainer walking out of her house, presumably at the beginning of her journey. Now, right away, if you guys take a very close look at this image, you will actually see something very interesting. Can you guys see what it is? Well, in the right corner, we can actually see the purple roof once again of the Pokemart, meaning that this game might actually have some open world aspects. Now, I understand that we really don't have any confirmation either way about if this is an open world, but typically in Pokemon games, what happens is you have to travel to a different route, and once you travel onto that other route, what's going to happen is that it will load all the assets for that, and usually if you're standing on a different route, like let's say you're in Alola and you're in the beginning town, you won't be able to see Route 1. However, we know for a fact that this purple roof is after Route 1, meaning that this game might actually have some open world aspects, and I think that is extremely cool. Coming in at number 8, we have another still image from what looks to be on one of the routes. Now, as we can see, there is another building with a purple roof. However, this one does not look like the typical Pokemart. There's a garage, and it looks to be someone's house. However, the most interesting part about this picture is that we can actually see that there is a Pokemon battlefield, which is right outside the house. Now, if you guys have ever watched the anime, or if you've ever played Sun and Moon, there are areas like this, but typically they aren't that well shown off. In the anime, like outside of Pokemon Centers, whenever Ash battles versus one of his rivals, they go on a battle arena like this, which leads me to believe that you are going to be able to challenge powerful trainers on these little battle arenas outside of people's houses. Now, I don't think that this is a gym battle or anything like that. I think this is just something that you can do with your friends, but either way, I love how they're pulling aspects from the anime because that just makes it so much cooler. Coming in at number 7, we have the return of gyms. So as you guys can see in the picture that's on screen right now, it looks like the male trainer is currently running towards the grass-type Pokemon gym. Now, we have no indication of where this gym is in the league, so it could be the first gym, or it could be the last gym. However, I do think that it's super cool that we are finally getting the return of gym battles. I know that people have mixed feelings about the trials in Alola, but personally, I really like them, so I would love to see trials come back maybe as like a side quest or something like that. But as of now, I am very happy to see the return of gym battles. I think this is a great inclusion, and I really look forward to challenging some of these gym leaders, especially since this is an all-new region once again. Coming in at number 6, we have the return of Pokemon hiding in grass and no longer walking around like they did in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, personally, guys, I understand that people have mixed feelings about this, and honestly, I gotta say, I really did like the Let's Go format where the Pokemon were just walking around and you could choose which Pokemon to encounter, but considering I did grow up playing the original Pokemon games and just walking into grass and finding random wild Pokemon, I am kind of glad to see this return to form. Now, I understand that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were spin-off games, so I can't really judge it based on that. However, I did think that it was something that the Pokemon Company was going to start doing just because it was really cool seeing all the Pokemon walk around. The only thing I do know about this though, guys, it is going to make shiny hunting really interesting once again, considering you have no idea what you are going to find in that grass. Coming in at number 5, we have the return of wild Pokemon battles. Now, this is definitely something that I am very happy to see return, just because once again, I grew up playing the original Pokemon games, and it just doesn't feel the same without having to weaken the Pokemon before you can capture it, so I am definitely glad to see this return, as I know a lot of you guys are. In the pictures that we saw in the video, we actually saw the female trainer throw out a Minccino to fight against the Pikachu, where she then presumably captured it, so I definitely think that that is something that is going to make a lot of people, including myself, very happy, and I am glad to see Pokemon return to form in that aspect. Coming in at number 4, we have something that I believe is going to make a lot of fans very happy, and it has to do with the Pokemon League. Now, in the trailer, in the battle with the Lucario versus the Tyranitar, we saw them standing in an arena while they were fighting, filled with spectators. Now, right away, people are saying that this might be a gym battle. However, this looks like it's actually going to be a Pokemon League. Now, typically in the Pokemon games, what you do is you go through, collect all of the gym badges, or you go through all of the trials in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then you go ahead and fight versus the Elite Four. However, in the Pokemon anime, whenever Ash collects all of the gym badges, what he does is he goes to the Pokemon League, and then he battles versus all of the different trainers that he's met throughout his journey, and I think that is a much cooler way of doing things, and it looks like that is what is going to be happening in this game. It looks like you are going to be battling tons of your rivals in this Pokemon League, and I say this because why would this arena be filled with dozens of spectators? It's obviously because they are there to watch the Pokemon World Cup, because as you know, this region looks like it's based in England and soccer is very big there, but it looks like they are there to watch the Pokemon League, just like they would be for the World Cup or any other sporting event like that. Personally, I think this is a great way of doing things, and I am so excited to play in this Pokemon League. Coming in at number 3, we actually have a bunch of art that has been scattered all around this region. However, the most interesting piece of art has to be the one that was on the hillside that we saw in the trailer where the female trainer was walking by. So as you guys can see in the picture on screen right now, we have what looks to be the legendary Pokemon of this region. Now, right away, we do have to remember to take this with a grain of salt. However, that thing looks like it could definitely be the legendary. I believe that this is actually going to be the Sword Legendary, and then on the other hillside, it's probably going to be the Shield Legendary Pokemon. I think the story is going to revolve around this Pokemon, as well as the Shield Pokemon being Guardians and Protectors. I say this for two main reasons. First of all, as you guys know, since this region is based off of England, there they have a king and a queen, and what do knights use to protect their kings and queens? They use shields and swords. Also, it looks like that giant Pokemon is protecting a bunch of the little ones from an enemy. It looks like it's attacking to help protect its people, which is why I believe that these region's legendaries are going to be the legendary shield and sword Pokemon, which are the guardians of the entire region. Coming in at number 2, it looks as though we are getting character customization making a return in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, the only real hint we got from this trailer about this actually returning is because the boy trainer ended up dressing up in a soccer uniform instead of his normal outfit, so this might just be for a special event. However, considering we've had character customization since X and Y, we should definitely be getting it back in this region as well. And finally, guys, coming in at number 1, the last thing that you guys might have missed is that this game is based off of London and the UK area. Now, the rumors had been flying for so long that this was going to be the case, and they all ended up being true that yes, this region is taking place in England, and I am so excited to explore this new region. Guys, I have seen some mixed reactions on Twitter and Discord and Facebook about what people think about this game, but I am here to tell you that this game is going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game because it just looks so good. All of the starter Pokemon look great. We finally get wild Pokemon battles returning. We get to walk around this whole brand new, it looks like open world game. Overall, guys, I just absolutely could not be more excited, and I hope that you guys are too, because it seems as though Game Freak and Masuda have put in a ton of work for this game, and I know that it is going to pay off once it releases worldwide in the fall. So guys, let me know your thoughts about everything I talked about in this video in the comments section down below, as well as what you thought about the trailer and which starter Pokemon that you guys are going to be choosing. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.